Okay guys, welcome to Black Wall Street EDU. Welcome back. Now I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite indicators to trade, man. Indicators to trade. When this indicator starts to act the correct way, forget everything else that you know. Forget every other indicator that you might be using. You need to jump on this indicator and use it, okay? Just follow it. If it starts to go in the right way, I'll show you how to use this thing, and I don't think anybody else uses it the way I use it. It's called the Bollinger Band, which is a volatility indicator. Here it is, Bollinger band, volatility indicator. Click on apply, okay, and here it is right here. Now, I use this, believe it or not, in conjunction with the ATR, which does the same thing, but it's the ATR is, I think, I don't know, the ATR is more surgical, as opposed to, the Bollinger's is sort of like a blunt instrument. So, I'm going to show you how I use this particular thing. Okay, like I said, when this thing start to act the right way, it'll actually forecast, where the stock is about to go and what it's about to do. Okay, now typically what I do is use the Bollinger Bands, and it also show you whether the stock is making a fake movement. Okay, so it's a little paint tool here. Okay, there you go. So anytime the Bollinger starts to diverge, which means move in opposite directions, the bottom and top line, if the stock is going up or heading up or green, it's going to go up in a major way. Okay, it's going to go up in a major way. Now, also, if you see the Bollinger start to diverge, if the stock is going down, it's about to go down. It's about to go down in a major way. Okay, so whatever direction that stock is going, if you see these Bollingers start to open up, you need to hop on the bandwagon. So if you playing options, okay, if you're out there playing options and you see that this stock, the Bollingers are starting to open up like this, even right here, if you see it starts to flicker a little bit, starts to flicker a little bit, you need to strap in, because whatever direction that stock is going at that particular time, at this particular time where it starts to diverge, it's about to bounce. Okay, and prime example is, I just put this up here. You can see at this particular point right here, okay, at that particular point right there, let's get a closer look. You see how the Bollingers are starting to separate, right? How they're starting to separate, and how it hit that next candlestick and the Bollingers opened up like that, and you had a major profit to the upside. That's what happens. Okay, that's what happens. Whenever you have a movement like that. Okay, so you got a major movement like that. Same here after hours. When the Bollinger started to open up, you had a major move to the upside, and it also does the same thing to the downside. But here you notice that the stocks are starting to, the Bollingers are starting to come together. Okay, now whenever you notice the Bollingers are starting to come together, okay, whenever you notice that, let's get back into this right here. Whenever you notice that the Bollingers are starting to come together like this, okay, that means that stock is going to start going sideways. When you see the Bollingers start to converge, that means that stock is going to go sideways for a minute. Okay, that's what's going to happen, sideways, until that next breakout. until the next breakout. And you can see here how the Bollinger started to come together, and guess what? It started going sideways. Even though it dipped a little bit, it's still going sideways until that Bollinger started to open up a little bit here. You know what I mean? It started to open up a little bit right there. So that's what you got to recognize with Bollingers. A lot of times it's not apparent. That's why I like to use, something else with it. If, a lot of people don't like to do this, but I do. If you use the ATR with it, you'll notice a little bit of volatility. You'll notice a little bit of volatility, and you can see here the ATR, told you the same thing that the Bollinger was telling you, but here it really didn't, except for this little slight surgical move right here. And believe it or not, this small little move could have made you some money. It started to dip here, so it's one of those fake moves, but and it increased right here at this particular point. But this is where you find that the Bollingers and the ATR kind of agreed. Okay, but if you play with this a little bit, you'll kind of get build a relationship with these two indicators. I love this one when I'm scalping, and I love this one when I'm swinging, doing a swing trade or whatever. But if you look at those two, and I'll show you more about the ATR later on, but that's about the Bollinger. If you find this thing's opening up like this, okay, and you find that, okay, this thing is coming together like this, it's coming together now, it's converging, that means it's going to go sideways, for a minute. And that's exactly, what it did. It kind of, even though there's a lot of opportunity in this particular area right here, a lot of opportunity in this particular area, the stock still went, sideways. Okay, but the major moves here, this could have been a, like I said, a $5,000 to $10,000 move, because the Bollingers, just ran with it. Here's another 5,000 move here, on the downside, but I'll show you guys how to use that later on. But that's what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, my favorite indicator here is the Bollinger Band. Get with it, man. You don't have to use it. A lot of people don't like using it, but me, I've been trading for over 21 years, so I kind of formed a relationship with the Bollinger Band. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, let me know what's going on. Shoot me an email, text, a pigeon, whatever. Just let me know, hey, I need to know more about this Bollinger game. Let me know what's cracking with you. All right, thanks for joining Black Wall Street EDU, and till next time, stay tuned.